Arsenal have been knocked out of the Europa League by Sporting Club de Portugal on penalties after a scintillating game. Join me as we go through some of the major talking points that surrounded this game, because it really was a cracker. Please like the video and subscribe, it really would mean a lot to me. But now let's talk about Arsenal being shocked by Sporting. What a game of football we have just witnessed. Arsenal end up losing to Sporting, but it was a fantastic game. Sporting obviously coming out on top in the penalty shootout, but 1-1 as it ended. We can have a look at the attacking momentum bar now, because it was a tale of both sides just having good games, I thought. Arsenal getting the better of Sporting in the first half, and then really dropping off in form towards the second half, giving Sporting the majority of the possession and attacking momentum. Then it goes towards extra time after the game is 1-1, and Martin Odegaard ends up coming on the pitch, and he really does make the difference, creating a load of chances for Arsenal and a load of opportunities. And I was surprised that they weren't able to really convert everything, but credit to Sporting's goalkeeper Adan, who did an absolutely amazing job of keeping Sporting in it. 7 saves he made in the entirety of the game, and he was just fantastic, including the penalty save that he had in the shootout. We can also have a look at the back three, who I thought did a very, very good job of defending against Arsenal's front three. They did a good job of nullifying the likes of Nelson and Martinelli, who didn't really have too many chances. Yes, they got down the side of Sporting, but defensively they were pretty good. Gabriel Jesus going off obviously switches the momentum over to the likes of Sporting, but this midfield pairing was very, very good indeed. I thought they did a good job of pressing upon Jorginho, Xhaka and Fabio Vieira, who didn't exactly have a very good game, I've got to be honest. I thought he was a bit lacking in a couple of departments, but mainly in just being able to win his duels. 1 out of 9 is nowhere near good enough when you consider the position he's playing in, consider the competition that he has in this spot. I understand you need to give players time, I understand you need to give them opportunities, but Martin Odegaard having him play in that spot would have had a completely different impact on this side, and it really did weaken Arsenal to a certain extent. So did the injuries, don't get me wrong, but I really did think that this particular side of Arsenal was left just a little bit isolated, a little bit not dead, but they were really lacking in quality, and I didn't think that Reiss Nelson really covered himself in glory either. He was subbed off for Saka later on, and he really did start to drive into the Sporting defence. It was a little bit too late though, and they weren't really able to convert their chances they created. Overall, we can have a look at the attacking positions of Arsenal, and if you see what I mean, they kind of just got in their way. Vieira and Nelson really did just occupy the same space. Normally you'd see Saka over here on this right hand side holding out on the touchline, and then Martinelli would do the same over here, or even cut inside a little bit further. This was really battled against by Sporting's positions, and you can see the 2 defensive players here just being able to nullify the likes of Nelson and Vieira. But if you look at this Sporting back line, look how organised that is. Isn't that great? And then you have a holding central defensive midfielder. You can understand why Arsenal had such a difficult time of being able to break down this Sporting back line. And then going forwards, you have the attacking players who were really able to just go and do their thing. Marcus Edwards and the likes of Trincao really did a good job of cutting inside, but then going from in to out, and they made Arsenal work. They made Arsenal run, and the intensity that Sporting brought to this game, I was extremely impressed by. We can have a look at the statistics now, and we have a look at the first half to begin with, because I think it's good to orchestrate that and just show you how the game progressed. Arsenal with 0.77 XG. You can't see that very well, so I'll just move that up just a touch. 0.77 XG compared to Sporting's 0.3. Arsenal did just edge the first half, and I thought they did a good job of coming back into it once Sporting had a decent start. That being said, in the second half, Sporting really did earn their stripes, and at home, 0.16 XG for Arsenal is nowhere near good enough. Look at that. 1 shot on target. They are at home, by the way. Sporting dominated them in this instant. 9 shots, 2 on target. One of those was an absolute screamer from Pedro Gonçalves. It was 50 yards lobbing Aaron Ramsdale. Finish watching this video, and once you finish watching this video, go and check out that goal, because you need to see it if you haven't. It was just sublime. Worthy of winning any game. And we scroll down and we can see that the passes that Sporting had as well, 246 to Arsenal's 183, they really did get dominated. The game completely changes on its head though once Martin Odegaard comes on, and Arsenal just dominate completely. 0.04 XG for Sporting. They really just wanted the penalty shootout at that point. They looked nearly dead on their feet. 0 XG for Sporting in the second half of extra time. Arsenal with 4 shots, 2 on target, and they really should have converted those chances. They didn't. It ends up going to extra time, and if we go and have a look at the penalty shootout, it was unfortunately Gabriel Martinelli who was not able to convert his penalty, leaving Sporting as the victors. Arsenal are going to be fairly disappointed, I imagine, with the performance they put in the second half. So I really did think the game was there for them to really take away from Sporting, but credit Sporting, they came into it and really did pull off a pretty big shock. Arsenal now have the Premier League to seriously focus on after dropping out of this competition. It might be something that they'll look back on as a good turning point in their season, but at the moment it'll be disappointment. Sporting win on penalties due to a fantastic goal and just sheer will and determination. Fair play to them. Arsenal are going to need to look to bounce back. Will they? Probably. But at the moment, it's a little bit disappointing. Sporting win. To be fair, I think they deserved it. That's it for today, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave the video with a like and subscribe if you haven't for more content like this coming very soon. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well. You don't want to miss what's coming up in the near future. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you think of the game, and how do you think Arsenal are going to fare now that they are out of Europe? Is it going to benefit them or is it going to hurt them? Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. But like I said, that's it from me for today. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, my friends, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.